What's up, you guys? Welcome to this video. Today we're going to talk, as we walk around the farm, about knowing your value and being able to price yourself, especially if you're just starting out as an entrepreneur or a coach or consultant and you are just uncomfortable with putting a price on yourself and what it is you have to offer. The first step is to know that you do have a skill or a passion, something that you can contribute and offer to other people that will help them. And you have to remember that you have something that will help people. That's the first thing you need to get in your head, is that you have a way to help people. And if they don't have this service that you have, then their lives are getting worse. And you don't want that. So first off, the intention has to come from knowing that you're coming from a good place in your heart and you have a good intention to want to help people. So I think that's really first, is knowing that it's okay if you're not comfortable asking for money, but you know you have to ask for money. So start out small, because I think what really helped me, and I think what's really important in, having your own business, is congruency and authenticity. So if you are completely uncomfortable charging any amount more than, let's say, $1, then just charge $1. Even if it's like for an hour of your services, charge that dollar. That's actually what I started doing when I first started my astrology readings. When I first started doing readings, I was so uncomfortable charging money that I just started off charging $1 for like a 5-page reading that I would put together on my own. And it was a lot of work, but I knew that, hey, this is really uncomfortable asking for money, so I'm just going to ask for such an incredibly low amount. And it was congruent and it was authentic, and it worked. Eventually, I grew the confidence to ask for $5, then 10. Oh my gosh, there's a little kitty cat. Wait, do you see her? Hey, babies. What are you doing? Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Hey, baby. That was so cute. But yeah, I started with $1, then I went to 5, then 10, then 20. And, so just start small, because you got to start somewhere, right? Now, the next thing is you're going to get pushback when you start to value your time, and people around you will project whatever they think their value is onto you. So that's one thing. But then they're going to show how they actually value your time. So, like, for an example, I charge about $200 for an hour and a half of a reading. And so that's what my time is worth. If you want a reading with me, that's the kind of energy and attention and time that I'm putting into it. And if that's not worth it to you, then it's not worth it to me, because I'm not chasing money here in this life. I'm here to provide value. And I know that that's about what my value is at. That's what feels congruent to me. So sometimes I get people every now and then, like just recently, there was this lady who was like, he charges that much. That's too much. And here's the thing. The reason I'm so glad I charge that much is because it prevents people like her from getting a reading with me, from scheduling time with me, because that is not the kind of client that I want to serve. And so if you can start to get into a mode of not trying to get people, but trying to attract the right people, especially when it comes to clientele. The people who don't value my time at the value that I have it at are the people that I do not want to work with. So again, it's taken me years to get to this point of knowing my value, knowing my worth, and knowing that about $200 for an hour and a half session with me is about what it's at. And that's only going up, because my knowledge, my experience, my skills are going up. And time is the most valuable asset that we have. Time is the stuff that life is made out of, and you can't buy more time. You can always get more money, but you can never get more time. So you got to understand the value of time, and then where do you value your time at, and just put the price on that. And then you just got to ask. You just got to put the offer out there. Whoever will take it, will take it. But when people say, oh, you charge that much, that's too much. Well, it's too much for you. Just because you don't value my time doesn't mean it's not valuable. It just shows that you don't value it. And so I'm so grateful that you are not going to be booking with me. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically the first thing is just start small. Be okay with starting small on your price point because you got to get into the motion of serving people. The more you can educate yourself too on how valuable time really is, especially if you are a coach and you're selling, your time, that is going to help you understand the mindset behind how you need to be confident in what your price is because you set your price, nobody else. And if you are wavering in like, I'm sorry, it's this much, then people are going to sense that and they're going to think, oh, maybe this isn't the best person I should be working with. A really good place to get, I'm so grateful that this is where I'm at, is my price is going up because I want fewer sessions, if that makes sense. Because a reading with me costs not just my time, but immense energy and focus. I put a lot of my heart into the reading, a lot of time and attention and care. And so if I'm doing too much for too cheap, and I've done that before, I start to get really drained. And for me, that's just not worth it. So when you can get to the place where you say, all right, I'm going to raise my price in hopes that, more people say no, you may actually find that more people actually start to say yes. And now you're in a position where you're making some money. But really my message here, first of all, is, to all the people who are struggling with putting a price tag on themselves, you have to start somewhere. Don't be ashamed for starting small. Realize that it may not exactly be a character flaw that are humble in that way. But if you understand the value of time itself, add that to the value of the thing that you have to give, then you've got a pretty good priced product or service there. And it's just like anything else. The more you do it, the easier it'll get, the more you will do it. I hope this video has blessed you. I love you so much. You can watch this video that I've done here if you are having trouble forgiving, because forgiveness will help to unblock you in several ways energetically. So click here to watch this video. I love you, and I'll see you in the next vid. Peace.